Horror Channel.
Welcome. I'm your horror hostess, Scarlet Bell, Mistress of Midnight. Alright, Midnight Horror Channel devotees, gather round, pull up a tombstone, and let's descend into darkness together. Today we're not just talking about any old scares, we're diving deep into the very foundation of fear. The haunted house, the quintessential horror tropes, the place where spirits linger, secrets fester, and the very walls seem to breathe with malevolence. Today we're not just talking about any old scares. We're diving deep into the very foundation of fear, the haunted house, the quintessential horror trope, the place where spirits linger, secrets fester, and their very walls seem to breathe. Over the next little while, we're going to be dissecting 5 films that have left their chilling mark on the haunted house subgenre. We've got a classic from the golden age of horror, a generally terrifying slow burn ghost story, a descent into madness, an iconic haunted hotel, a masterclass in psychological dread, and a subtly sinister tale of a house with a dark appetite. Dim the lights, maybe grab a blanket to hide behind. No judgment here. Get ready to share your thoughts with your own experiences with haunted house stories, real or fictional. What makes a haunted house truly terrifying for you? Let's unlock the secrets and the scares together right here on the Midnight Horror Channel. Number 1, House Haunted Hill, 1959. Alright, Midnight crew, tonight we're diving into a classic slice of spooky fun with William Castle's House on Haunted Hill from 1959. Get ready for Vincent Price at his charismatic best as the delightfully sinister Frederick Lord. This isn't about the buckets of blood, folks, but about a millionaire's
I'm Vincent Price, and you're invited to my party in the house on Haunted Hill. Mysterious pools of blood dripping from the ceiling. The walls move slowly in against you.
twisted game party. Survive a night in a generally creepy mansion for a hefty sum. What I love about this one is its old school charm and the way it builds suspense with atmosphere and the trapped guests. And let's not forget Castle's legendary gimmicks. It's a fun, slightly campy ride that reminds us roots of the haunted house horror. Let me know in the comments what your favorite classic scare is. Number 2, The Changeling, 1980. Next up, we're plunging into a film often held as one of the most truly scariest haunted house movies ever made.
Them is John Russell, composer. The other has been dead for over 70 years.
Changeling from 1980, starring the incredible George C. Scott. This isn't your typical jump scare fest. It's a slow burn masterpiece of dread, focusing on a grieving composer who moves into a historic mansion only to uncover a deeply disturbing supernatural presence tied to a tragic past. The way this film uses sound and subtle visual cues to create an overwhelming sense of unease is just brilliant. A sophisticated and emotionally resonant ghost story that will stick with you long after the credits roll. Have you ever felt a presence in a place you couldn't explain? Share your experiences below. Number 3, The Shining, 1980. Now, while it's a hotel and not a traditional house, the Overlook Hotel is Stanley Kubrick's The Shining is undoubtedly one of the cinema's most iconic and terrifying haunted locations. This isn't just a ghost story, it's a descent into madness, amplified by the hotel's sinister history and isolation. We see Jack Torrance's sanity unraveled as the Overlook's evil seeps into his soul. The atmosphere is suffocating, the visuals are unforgettable, and the question it raises about the nature of evil, is it the place or the person? And instantly fascinating, what's the most unsettling scene for you in The Shining? Number 4, The Haunting of Hill House, 1963. Back to a more traditional haunted house setting with Robert Weiss's 1963 classic, The Haunting of Hill House. This film is a masterclass in psychological horror. It relies on what you don't see, the unsettling sound and the fragile mental state of its characters, particularly Eleanor. The house itself feels like a living, breathing entity preying on their vulnerabilities, the ambiguity of whether the haunting is external or a manifestation of Eleanor's inner turmoil. What makes it so deeply unsettling is a testament to an atmosphere can be in horror. What do you think? Is Hill House truly haunted, or is it all in their minds? Number 5. Burnt Offerings, 1976. Finally, we're delving into the more insidious and subtly terrifying typical jump scare movie. It's a slow burn psychological thriller where a seemingly idyllic summer rental starts to exert a disturbing influence on a family, particularly the father. Ever notice there's a coincidence? The house itself feels like a character almost vampiric in its need. The unsettling atmosphere, the gradual shift in the family's dynamic creates a truly unnerving experience. The ending in particular is open to interpretation and deeply disturbing. What did you make of the house influence and the final shot? There you have it, my creatures of the night. 5 top haunted house movies if you haven't seen, you must check out. They're sure to have you sleeping with the lights on. So let's go over just a few of these pickups that I have, physical media, for this week. So I did get Silver Screen's Iconic Horror, which comes Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, House of Wax, Village of the Damned, and The Haunting, the one we just discussed. The Haunting, for me personally, it's one of my favorites. I have not seen it, but if you, like I said, if you haven't, it's a must watch. There is also a 1999 remake that's also very well done. A lot of special effects that go into it, where the original, obviously done back in the 50s, is more of a classic haunted house horror. Let me know if you've seen them both, which one is your favorite. Right? I also picked up in Blu-ray The Shining. The Shining is also one of my favorite movies. Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall, their characters are like water and oil, the opposite. And I think their chemistry together, even though poor Shelley Duvall was in tears a lot on that set, I find it very captivating where you get her, she's more quiet. And when Jack Nicholson comes possessed, I don't know, let me know what you think it is. The house possesses him, the evil spirits, then he takes on a whole different turn. And I find it just one of my all-time favorite movies. I remember seeing it as a child, and I was terrified, I guess you could say. The little boy's performance in that was outstanding. He could have been, more than 7, 8 at the time, and he did a fantastic job. So we'll go over some of the other pickups that I found, that I've picked up this week in another video. And don't forget to subscribe, to like the video. Until next time, keep screaming.